Your throttle, the government's cash register, harvesting your money to expand the electronic eye method for your safety, or for penalty. Punishment. What we are talking about today is not gossip, but the accelerator and wallet that you and I have to face every day. To install electronic eyes, it is necessary to install speed measurement in large highway construction areas and change new regulations for red lights at urban intersections. Let's talk about the conclusion first, which is also my attitude. I don't agree with this expansion. Why? Please subscribe to us before the video starts. We provide you with high-quality video information every day. You went on to say, why don't I agree with this wave of expansion? The reason is very simple. Under real road conditions, the cab makes a series of instantaneous judgments, which are not robots to answer questions. If it is heavier for a while, it may be photographed, punished, or delayed. This is not education, it is harvesting. Do you say safety matters? Of course, it is important, but safety can't be equated with more penalties. Good management and technical law enforcement can't be turned into a financial model. First, make the two-step bill clear. AB2A9 expressway speed measurement in the construction area. As long as someone is present in the construction area, the camera can go to work. There must be a clear prompt in front of the entrance that the project has an upper limit, up to a number of units. It is not Manchuria casting a net. The fine is divided into 11 to 15 grades. The first is a warning, then $50, $16 to $25, $100, $26 to $99, $200, greater than or equal to $100, $500. Initial warning period followed by fines. SBT 20 switches red light fines from recognizing individuals to assigning liability to car owners. The nature has been changed from criminal status to civil. The fine starts at $100 and the number of sales increases. Regardless of the point, the insurance notice must add videos to photos that can be viewed online, and it is also clear that the yellow light is not allowed to be shortened. Does this kind of grey gameplay sound reasonable? There are signs, there are informs, there are relief, there are complaints. Then why am I still opposed to the first cab continuous variable? The ticket is binary. Cutting the real road, never right or wrong. 2 square questions: temporary speed limit in the construction area, narrowing of curves, sudden braking of the car in front, and glare at night. Every time you fine-tune the accelerator, it is out of risk aversion instinct. But the camera only looks at one number and adds 11 miles. He doesn't ask about the context or the driving intention. He will only send you a ticket to educate you. Second, point selection determines production capacity. On the city road very close to the off-ramp of the expressway, the driver skates in with the speed of the expressway, and it is easiest to exceed 11 to 20 miles. 1 point can brush out a quarter of the ticket of the whole journey. This is not dangerous governance, it is a routine of behavior. Third, financial incentives will distort the original intention of security. The new regulations put money into a safe account and nominally turn back to intersections and projects. But once the income is stable and the budget can be predicted, the ticket KPI will be quietly found out. Ya slips from governance danger to ya project. Fourth, procedural justice and privacy are suspended. Don't take photos of faces, only take photos of the back row, and forbid shrinking yellow lights. These are the bottom line, not high standards. Is it really convenient to appeal? Is low income relief available? How long does it take to delete data? Who can call it? These problems, no matter how beautifully written on paper, can't stop the temptation of being out of shape. Of course, supporting dialects is not empty talk. They pulled out 3 sets of things. First, the actual measurement in San Francisco showed that more than 16,000 tickets were issued in the first month after the warning period. And the speeding in many road sections dropped by about 70%, so the crime rate was decreasing and the average speed was decreasing. Second, a national study shows that after the installation of red light cameras in big cities, the frontal red light accidents dropped by double digits, and the overall death at signal intersections also dropped. Third, the risk of the construction area. The construction site is a high-risk point, and the machine is turned on only when someone is present. To put it bluntly, it is to save the lives of the workers. I admit this evidence, but admitting that it is valid does not mean accepting the practice. What I object to is the reduction of risk management to ticket management. If we outsource system engineering to cameras and move driving education to postmen, what do we want? I give 3 sets of alternatives, each of which is more like governance than ticketing. First, the project is given priority, and law enforcement follows up. Show the dangerous points according to the engineering seniors gate to the hierarchy. First, lengthen the deceleration zone and use gradual speed limit. When schools or hospitals are dense, lift the intersection arch, narrow the lane, and visual gantry to pinch the speed. For the problem of yellow light, the minimum yellow light duration and full red time are unified, and it is strictly forbidden to change the light for money. When the project eliminates the incentive of speeding, the camera naturally becomes dispensable. Second, put deterministic education ahead. Now it's time to catch first and then hand in. I advocate handing in first and then catching. The warning of no penalty for speeding 11 to 15 miles for the first time should not stop at a letter, and should be bundled with a 15-minute online course plus a time limit valid. Telling you why it's dangerous here is better than a $50 reminder. Third, change the car owner's penalty to transferable responsibility plus proof. Friendly family car supply company buses are most afraid of being punished by the owner of the bus. I advocate quick transfer. The punished person can upload the actual driver's statement with one click, and the system will automatically change it. Don't force a family trial. For ethnic minorities and immigrant families, the multilingual process is a hard indicator, not Hana Inue. Let's talk about two things that you are most concerned about avoiding pitfalls. First, the familiar road is the most dangerous, because you are the most relaxed. Set up a personal high-risk map. Whenever you get off to city roads, school corridors, and Li Shuangji corridors, cruise control and HUD speed limit reminders will be used to let technology help you step on it steadily. Second, don't look at the evidence first when the rich man is photographed. If there is indeed a mistake, please appeal immediately. If there is no mistake, don't delay the low income. It is a right to reduce or exempt installments. Don't delay small accounts into bad debts. I know people will say, little blue man, and you're making an excuse for speeding. No, what I object to is to simplify complex issues. If the ticket curve went up, but the accident curve didn't follow, how would you explain it? Security or fiscal? Finally, 3 sentences for the government. 1. Points and data should be open source and auditable, and the academic circles and the media can make the whole link of law enforcement effectiveness transformed by combining accidents. Second, the income and the project should be untied, and the fine should not become the regular budget source of the department. Any extra penny must be earmarked and made public annually. Third, the project first and then the law enforcement written into the regulations. Each camera must be equipped with a project rectification list. Give the driver's friend 3 words. Don't block the yellow light. It's not a deposit, it's an overdraft. Be still construction area, you are saving others and yourself. Don't drag on tickets, save money smart, and pay tuition fees bravely. I know this is not pleasing, but when it comes to driving, what is pleasing is not necessarily correct, and what is correct does not necessarily save money. If this set of electrodes is also expanded, it is really for safety, then use engineering to reduce the ticket demand. If it can't be done, then I can only say that this is not governance, this is charging. I'm a little blue man, I'm not against technology, I'm against turning technology into a cash register. Your right foot should be steady, and so should the government's hand. If you like us, please subscribe to our little blue man, forward and comment on this video, like it, and I'll see you next time.